Hi, I'm Kun, and I would like to present the idea to crowdsource news narrative. Let me talk about the why. I was still an MBA student while COVID broke out and Trump started calling it China virus. I was very sad to hear some of my classmates, who are definitely people I respect and frankly quite like, calling it China virus and making quite disparaging remarks about China. Since my father was a doctor on the front line, I thought I can bring some firsthand perspectives. And I became extremely frustrated when they simply dismissed my detailed accounts because the news said otherwise. That's when I realized news were broken. The problem is one piece of news shows one perspective, but the reality is often more nuanced. Well, this is a problem statement for the society, but what about the users? What is their pain points? What is their friction when they're reading news? I conducted extensive survey and I talked to a lot of people, and here are two of the learnings. First, people want to more efficiently gain valuable insights. A lot of times, if you want to dig deep into something, you open up 10 different news articles, and guess what? 80–90% of the content are exactly the same. And a lot of times, even if you're reading stuff, you just don't know whether to trust it. Is it the whole story? Is it even true? And interestingly, another demand that we see is that people have emotional needs associated with news. People have the need to express their feelings about news. Just look at how people express themselves on Reddit or YouTube. And also, interestingly, people want to know what others feel about something. The goal is to get people talking, to have this great dialogue where they can better understand each other. But it's so much easier to stay in one's echo chamber. There are deep psychological roots to this. How do we overcome this? I actually borrowed inspiration from a class that my mother compelled me to take. It's about how to manage relationships with your girlfriends, boyfriends, with your parents. One thing really caught my heart. It's never about the facts. It's never about who has upper hand in logic. It's about feelings. If you want people to listen to you, if you want to understand the other people, try to understand where they're coming from, how they're feeling. So the idea is simple. ActEarn is a news platform that let readers take a stance after reading news and express their feelings through short, templatized, quick responses instead of random comments. How would that look like? When you read the news, we ask you a simple question. How do you feel about this article? We ask you to identify yourself and your feeling, and then maybe give us a little bit of background on why you're feeling about this article in this way. The end result is that if you're reading something about China, let's say, and then you see this tiny suggestion, hey, a lot of Chinese people actually feel pretty angry because they think there are bias in this news. We're not making any specific arguments. All we're saying is that that's how we feel. And liking any deeper relationship, understanding how the other people feel is the best way to start the dialogue. And I think that is to me is the best way to gauge, is the news biased? Should I be questioning the source? Thank you very much.